I mean, long story short, I don't recommend this. Loved it. To speak more on the cousin thing, her cousin is weird. Like, you're weird for that. Okay. Okay, we've got to talk. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know, it is February. February is the month of love. Today actually is Valentine's Day. So in honor of February, the month of love, Black History Month, romance, all the things, this is gonna be a romance reading vlog. My ring just fell off. Me and this ring have beef, but like it's like too small for this finger, too big for this finger. But it's so cute, so I'm gonna make it work. Okay, I'm gonna pick out 3 romance books, 1 from the bookstore, 1 from the library, and 1 from my shelf. So everybody gets some love. If I can't find anything at the bookstore, because I have the hardest time finding romance books at the bookstore, we'll go to Kindle Unlimited and save some money all around. Happy February. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and I hope you're enjoying your February so far. Hey y'all, little intermission. I was going through editing the footage, talking about how I'm tired and didn't get a bunch of reading done. And I'm looking for the clip where I say what the TBR for this video is, but I never said it. Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. I picked this out from my shelf. It's the first book in a 4-book interconnected romance series. From the store, I picked up Enemies by Tajan, and then I used Libby because I was not feeling well at the time of filming this. So I didn't even go to the actual bookstore. I just went to Walmart, and then I didn't go to the library. I was not having a good time. My back was hurting really bad, and I just could not stand for so long without my back just killing me. And Maybe Meant to Be by K.L. Walter, and I used Libby to check that out. My TBR does change throughout the video, but that was the original TBR. Like I said, I don't know if the clip got lost or if I didn't press play, because honestly either one is probable, but so you're not confused, there you go. Hey besties, I'm back home. I actually read nothing earlier. I ended up taking a nap. And just so you know that like night shift sleep deprivation is real, because I took a nap, wasn't even planning on taking a nap. Still woke up in time when I had to leave though. Like my brain just knows. I feel like I took a nap and dreamed. You see how the book is still over there? Make a Scene is still right there because I had not started reading yet, but I took a nap and had a dream about the whole plot of a book. In the dream, I could see myself reading this book, going through it. And honestly, the plot that I made up in my head was not bad at all. I'm writing a romance book right now, and I'm like, how do I incorporate that into my book? Because not bad, not bad. But yes, fun fact, I'm writing a romance book and a fantasy book. My fantasy novel's on hold while I write the romance book though. Now I'm officially starting Make a Scene. I just opened it a minute ago and I was like, oh no. Content warning. I was like, wait, is this book about to be like sad or something? But it just says a pregnant supporting character. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know. Every time it's trigger warning, it's always something so brutal and sad. I can live with that. But now I'm gonna start it for real. I picked up new pods for my Nespresso. My Nespresso machine has not been working, but I think I found a solution. In case it does not work, I do have a coffee, but I'm tired of buying coffee when I have a Nespresso machine. Also, Facebook Marketplace has Nespressos for so cheap if you wanna do it that way. Get it, clean it. Make sure you clean it. It does not matter if they said they cleaned it. You clean it and make some shake, because paying $200 is crazy. Anyways, I want to start reading this book for real now, and I'll give you an update on this Nespresso machine as well. I'm just tired and my back hurts, so I'm sorry if my energy is low. I started reading it and I'm currently breezing through this book. There's 200 pages. I'm already on page 53. This is about Retta. She owns a bakery. She's 28 years old and her cousin's wedding is coming up, and she wants to go to show that she is not bitter because her cousin is actually marrying her ex-boyfriend, which is crazy by the way, but she wants to go to the wedding to show that she's not bitter, not affected by it. But she's not dating anyone. She's going on dates with people from dating apps, but they're falling through or she's getting ghosted. So right next door to her bakery, a gym has opened, and the guy that owns it, his name is Duncan, like fighting over parking spaces because apparently there's only 3 good spots, and they're fighting between his workers and her workers over who gets the best spot. So they decide to make a deal. If you be my fake boyfriend, I'll let you have 1 spot and we'll rotate the other 2 spots monthly. And now they're fake dating. I love the fake dating trope. I don't care. And I think this is really cute. I'm actually really enjoying it so far. That's where I'm at right now. Every time I wait so long to read a book, it's always the cutest book ever. I'm sorry for waiting so long. So stinking cute so far. But also, to speak more on the cousin thing, her cousin is weird. Like, you're weird for that. 1, you're weird for having the engagement when you know Retta's gonna be there, and see you get engaged to her ex-boyfriend. 2, you're weird for inviting her, and 3, you're weird for dating him. All of the above, you're just all around weird. She did crash out and she was bitter. I feel like it'd be a bit justified. May not be right, but it'd be a bit justified. I feel as though. Like, there's billions of people on earth and you had to date your cousin's ex-boyfriend. He had a proposal from your cousin and you had to invite her to the wedding? That's evil. That's diabolical. So good on her for finding a date and showing up unbothered. Thank you, because I would be blocking everyone. I'm not showing up anywhere. So you're better than me. Retta, you're better than me. Okay. Guys, I literally have 50 pages left and I'm in chapter 15. Still think it's super cute. Fake dating just hits. But to further prove that her cousin is a weirdo and her cousin and her aunt are weirdos, I asked her to cater for the wedding. I know she owns a bakery, but still, it's giving weird. It's giving not all right in the head. Happy Sunday. I finished Make a Scene last night. I have all my reviews at the end, but I know y'all can tell that I liked it. I sure did. Those 220 pages went by super fast. I'll definitely have to read the other books in the series, which if you don't know is Along for the Ride and What a Match and Take a Hike, but I don't have that one. I'll be starting Enemies by Tijan. I just opened it up a minute ago and she has a bunch of other books. I'm assuming Tijan, I'm assuming it's a she. She has a bunch of other books. It's so funny. I love finding books like this and then loving them and then having to buy all the author's books because I've never heard of this author before, but I just kept seeing this at Walmart, so I finally decided to get it. I would love if this became an auto by author. This year, I'm trying to fall in love with romance books. I'm trying to find my 5-star, maybe 6-star romance book this year because I currently don't have one. I rarely rate a romance book higher than like, okay, I've given some YA romances 4 stars, but when it comes to adult romance, I never really give it 4 stars and up, always lower. I really want a 5 or 6-star romance read this year. That might be this. Hey y'all, it is literally midnight right now, but I have a book unboxing, reading update, books to just show y'all. This is from Source Books, Welcome to Story Lake by Lucy Score. I have read one Lucy Score book, and that is Things You Never Got Over. Never finished that series. I got the arc, which is super exciting, so thank you so much, Source Books. As for reading update, I've been at work, so I have not read anything. I work all night, rest all day. I did start 2 books. I like to have the majority of the reading that I'm doing for the book to be able to film it, and I didn't have any time to film, so I started 2 books Until Friday Night and Between Friends and Lovers. Until Friday Night, I liked it and then I didn't, and Between Friends and Lovers, I just like it, period, so I will be continuing. For the vlog, I'm going to be continuing Enemies by Tijan. Okay, I think I mentioned in this vlog or another vlog that I was looking for a ton of my books. I couldn't find them. I'm like, I don't know if I missed the shelf, and then I went to my mom's house and found this huge bin of books that I left there. So I'm just gonna rapid fire go through all the books in this bin and show y'all because I haven't seen them in almost a year. Okay, like I said, this will be rapid fire and there's really no rhyme or reason to the order. Get Alive, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. The Vampire Diaries by L.J. Smith. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. By Any Other Name by Aaron Cotter. For Being Honest by Kat Shook. Escaping Mr. Rochester by L.L. McKinney. Bakers and Magic by J. Penny. Song of Silver Flame Like Night by Emily Winslow. Lolita. This was definitely in my sell pile. I took it to a bunch of places and no one would take it. King of Greed by Anna Huang. Kingsbane by Claire Legend. Claire LeGrand, not Legend. This is crazy that this is here because I keep posting in my blog, like I'll zoom in on this book at the bookstore and be like, should I get this in? I read this series and I literally have a book from the series. Too Scared to Sleep by Andrew Duplessis. This is the book I was looking for. Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. Fake It Till You Break It by Megan Brandy. Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi. I was looking for this book too. Rook by R.J. Hurley. Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. Most Ardently by Gabe Cole Novoa. That's approximately one of my favorite books ever. Last of the Talons by Sophie Kim. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Mom-Com, that cover's so sneaking cute. My Fault by Mercedes Ron. Planes, Trains, and All the Feels. How to Be a Better Adult. Only a Monster. The Perfect Marriage. Didn't like this book. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Alright, The Last Stack. Dear Amelia and Sincerely Yours by Asia Monique. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. Another copy of Only a Monster, just a different edition. The Moonlit Wood, My Dark Vanessa, and then Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I've never read past Fourth Wing, and I don't really have a desire to. So those were all the books I had that went missing for a while. I'm glad I found them because I was like, where did they go? Where art thou books? Alright, it is time to continue reading. Hi friends. It is 4:32 and I'm just now eating breakfast. Don't ask me how I got here because I don't know. Iced matcha latte with oat milk and vanilla, the best way to drink a matcha latte. This book is from Source Books, of course. Isle of the Ever, and it is by Jen Kalanita. I have not heard of this author before, but this cover looks so cute. First we have a bookmark. It says, I've been waiting for you to break this curse for a long time. Save the Lighthouse fundraiser. Yes, it is a map. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Sourcebooks. I loved it already, but like I really wanted a map. Since I'm just now eating breakfast, I'll show you what I got. I got avocado toast with eggs. As for a reading update, it's about a girl named Dusty. She is a junior transfer student at a new college. She went from community college to university. Her mom died of cancer many years ago. In this town, Stone Reeves, he is the big football star. Everybody in this town loves him. She hates him. They were childhood best friends, but as they got older, they grew apart because Stone, as he was becoming more and more known for football, kind of just left Dusty in the dust. All right, I'm sorry, I had to say it. He left her behind and felt like he was too good for her. At the same time, her mom gets diagnosed with cancer. She's having treatments. Her dad loses his job and he can't pay for the treatments any longer and he loses the insurance. Her mom passes away. They lose the house, and these people, Stone's dad, buys the house, turns it into an Airbnb, like puts a knife in there and twists it. Why don't you? Why did they do that? And the night that her mom died, Stone's team won a football championship. So it's just bad memories altogether. One thing Stone directly did was just forgetting about his best friend because he was becoming more popular. The rest was kind of just his dad, but I'm sure it was just like salt in the wound considering everything that went on. But anyway, she's back in this town. She moves into a house full of girls, and the girl that gave her the room to rent out lied about the house, said it was a quiet house, perfect for studying, and she's a marine biology major. So she's like, yes, this is perfect. No, it's a loud house, party house, the opposite of the ad. And she paid this girl first month's rent, and the girl just pocketed the money and went on with her life and ghosted her old roommates. So when she moves in, it's not a very great situation to start with anyways. She does make a new friend at school. They have a few of the same classes. Her name is Siobhan. I love Siobhan. I love when books prioritize female friendships. It's so unrealistic to me when a girl does not have a female best friend in a book and she's the only girl in the book. I'm sorry, I don't like books like that. It's not realistic to me because every girl I know has a best friend. So that's kind of the setup for the story. Obviously, Dusty and Stone will end up together because it's a romance book. How they end up together, I don't know, because Dusty wants nothing to do with Stone and Stone wants nothing to do with Dusty. Stepmom does keep calling Stone and Dusty, saying, hey, y'all should get together. I know y'all have this bad past. We're all in the same city now. Leave everything in the past. It'll be great and we'll sing a kumbaya. And they're both like, Gail, please. Gail, please. But yeah, she has a stepmom now named Gail. After her mom died 3 months later, her dad met Gail and they've been together ever since. She has a stepbrother named Jared. Stuff hits the fan really fast and goes from okay to terrible. I like this book to start with because I'm like, okay. And then now it just seems like so sad. Nothing fun is happening. It's all just sadness. I'm really waiting for the happy ending. I feel bad for the characters. No one's having a good time. I'm 50% of the way through and I'm gonna continue here after I eat my breakfast dinner. My dinner, if you will. Okay, I'm outside reading, continuing Enemies. I fell asleep last night. Shocker. Iced matcha latte. Sunset. I think we're past sunset.
A little bit. This is your star.
Here's okay. Okay, we've got to talk. I have 57 pages left and my mind is like, what in the world? Would it say I'm having, I don't even know, I'm having a time. Like, I'm having a time, like we had a time, I'm having like a time, because what is going on? 57 pages left and it just seems like our main character, Dusty, can just never be happy. Every time she's like close to happiness, it is just stripped from her, ripped from her, thrown in her face, like she cannot be happy. I don't really like our main character, Stone. I don't like him at all. He's very entitled, very pushy. He's just too much for me personally. Like, he just pushes her around. She doesn't use her brain when he's around. Like, he literally just tells her what to do and she just goes with it. He could literally be like, okay, go jump off that cliff, and she'd be like, oh, Stone told me to, so I would. It's just the vibe I'm getting. He's too pushy. I don't like him. I said one of my favorite things about the book was that our main character has a female best friend, because I love when they have like best friend friendships in this and then they ruin that. So, but just a lot of like bizarre things, just why things are happening, because it's so like, no way. He's doing too much. I know he's in the NFL, but he bothers me and he's not very nice, even to Dusty. He is some of the time, but not enough of the time, and that's not good enough for me. My favorite character is Siobhan, and she was like kicked to the curb, so. I made it this far, so I'm gonna finish it. As far as keeping this book, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna take it to the thrift bookstore and exchange it because no thank you. I'm about to read you a line from Stone and why I don't like this man. So if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead. So he's confessing his love for her, right? I love you and I want to make you mine. And I don't care about what you want. I can't let you be someone else's. That may not sound as aggressive, but if you knew this character, like, he's so aggressive and so annoying. It's like, calm down, brother. And for someone in the NFL, he has an awful lot of free time. Okay, I just finished. I don't even know, y'all. The review will be at the end of the video with the rest of the reviews. Also 1:39 a.m. So I'll probably rant about it some more tomorrow because what in the world? What in the world? What in the world? Okay, besties. So I mean, long story short, I don't recommend this. The main character, she could not catch a break. Every time she was close to happiness, the author said, no, thank you. I don't like the male main character. I don't like any of the friendships really in this book. I mean, the one I did like, they ruined it. It is now February 28th. It took me 2 weeks to read those 2 books. I didn't read them every day. But let me check on my Libby loan and make sure I still have the book. It's due in 1 day. Okay, Maybe Meant to Be is due in 1 day. Let's see if I can get the audiobook. There's no audiobook for Maybe Meant to Be on Libby, but I very much do need a YA fluffy romance after reading that. I'm gonna find one either way, but I don't know if I can finish that in 1 day. But it would be nice because it is the last day of February. I'm gonna look on my shelf for some more YA romances and weigh out my options. I'm seeing people get early copies of Oathbound, and that is one of my most anticipated reads for this year. So I am gonna go see if my bookstores never have them out early, but I'm just gonna see just in case, because the one time I don't look, it's the one time I would have it, but if I do look, they're not gonna have it. That's how it works with me. Okay, I've got the grand bookshelf behind me, and we're gonna pick our last romance read for this vlog and try to knock it out today. I remember saying, oh, I think I'm gonna finish Enemies today every single day, and I never did. I would read like 3 pages. Today I'm being serious. I'm serious before, but I'm super serious, as Judge Judy would say, super seriously. Super serious this time. I still have not read this. The rest, not really romance. Here is mostly romance books. Let's see. Anne Liang has given me my favorite read of the year so far, so what do you say we keep these good vibes going? I'm gonna give If You Could See the Sun a try. I kind of hate that this is a hardcover. I have a paperback, but it's the ARC, and I don't want to mess up the ARC. Maybe I should just read the ARC. Also, if you don't know what an ARC is, and it's an advanced reader copy, it is the book before it is out to the public. So there could be errors in it. It's like a draft. This is a contender. Let me keep looking. Ignore the fact that this is also a hardcover, but it's been on my TBR for quite some time. It's Blood That Binds Us by S.L. Coakley. It's a romantasy. Option 2. Probably gonna post them on my story and be like, pick my next read because I'm indecisive. Okay, after looking at my room and realizing I don't have as many YA romances as I thought I did, I thought I had more. We're going to go with If You Could See the Sun. I'm just gonna go ahead and read the ARC. Let's get started. I am going to continue reading If You Could See the Sun. I've read a good chunk of it and it is actually really good so far. I forgot it was magical realism. I knew it was academic rivals to lovers. Completely forgot about the magical realism, so I'm like, wait, what? I really like it. Our main character, Alice, she's so quirky and so fun so far. I like Henry, our male main character, so I can't wait to keep reading, and I'll be able to give you all more of an update because I am in the beginning stages because I've actually been super busy. Okay, y'all, hair is done. Reading update. I'm 43% of the way through. Normally, I feel like my hair takes like 8 hours to do, but I had a morning appointment. It took them no time to do it. While I was at the appointment, I was falling asleep up late, and then I had an early morning appointment. But anyways, to give y'all an actual reading update on this, it is about a girl named Alice. She is a senior at an international school in Beijing, China. It's a very expensive school. It costs $325,000 a year to send Alice there. Her parents are really struggling with this. She does get a scholarship, but they don't provide full scholarships. It's only a half scholarship, and her parents kind of tell her, hey, we're struggling, so we've already paid for the first semester, but second semester you're gonna have to go back to live with your aunt to finish up school in America or go to a local Beijing public school. Alice is not fond of either of these things. Her family is not rich by any means. They work very hard to provide for her to go to this school. She's like, this school is a stepping stone I need to get into a good university so that I can help my parents out and they won't ever have to work as hard as they do anymore. That's really what she wants. She is bummed, but she understands why, and she doesn't want her parents to work hard. Mom is not the type of person that would ask someone for money, but she actually does ask her aunt for some money so that Alice can stay in China, but her aunt didn't have enough money. So once Alice realizes that, she's like, yeah, this is a big deal. There's magical realism in this book, and I kind of forgot about that. Alice comes upon a problem. One day she turns invisible. Can be heard, so she can talk, her stomach rumbles, but no one can see her. Time goes on, she realizes that it happens every 2 days or so, and she can't control it. Alice. There's about 3 minutes before she realizes she's about to turn invisible, so she has to leave class, leave wherever she's at, so nobody realizes that she has turned invisible. Well, her academic rival and nemesis, Henry, he's the first person she tells about this. She's like, he would know what to do. He doesn't. He is confused, but his reaction, he was very surprised. He's like, this is interesting. I would use it to my advantage. At first, Alice obviously is very distraught by this because like it keeps happening. I don't know what to do. Then she's like, what is a way I could make some money off of this? Gives Henry a business proposal. She says, you make and design an app, because Henry's father is also an app developer. You make and design an app where someone makes a request that I can follow through with that task with the help of me being invisible. And Henry agrees, and the app does very well. It's called Beijing Ghost. For example, say, this isn't in the book, but say you want the homework answers, Alice could go into the teacher's classroom and look up the answer key and give it to that person. The app is all anonymous, nobody knows it's her. And this is how she wants to raise money to stay at her school in China because she doesn't want to switch, especially this late in the game. And I'm loving this book. I love Henry. He is so funny. Alice's inner thoughts are also hilarious, and I feel like the characters are just very relatable. Some of the things they think, like their lifestyles are not relatable at all. A lot of the students that go there besides Alice, they are very rich. Their parents are famous, web developers, app developers, they own nightclubs. I don't relate to that part. The other things, like just hearing them talk, are relatable, and I really like the book. They're still rivals. He's her rival, let me just say that. I like it, and I'm going to continue. I'm scared. I'm on the last chapter. I really like the last 2 pages. And just like that, I found another favorite book of the year. Anne Liang does it again. I loved it. And just like always, I'm finishing at late hour, 2:06 a.m. I will give my reviews for all of the books that I read in this romance reading vlog at the end of the video, let you know what I thought, and I'm gonna sleep on it. Loved it. Hi friends, you have reached the end of this vlog. I know, very sad moment. You're gonna miss my face. I guess you'll just have to click on another video. How sad, unfortunate, but go ahead and do it after this. If you're anything like me, your favorite part of reading vlogs is the reviews, because let me know what you really thought. So, as y'all know, I finished 3 books in this vlog. Make a Scene by Mimi Grace, Enemies by Tijan, and If You Could See the Sun. February is over. We're not gonna talk about what the date is. I'm not telling you, but February is over. I read these romance books in honor of the month of love. I'm sitting here not married. I was gonna say without a ring on my finger. There is a ring on my finger, but I'm not married. So I guess I'm still participating in the month of love. Anyways, Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was cute. This book was just really short. I do like both of them, but it just seemed like the first 200 pages of romance book, like there should have been 100 more pages to really explore the relationship more, because they get to the very end, and those are not my favorite kinds of books because I want to like see the relationship develop from strangers to lovers. In this instance, they are fake dating. Retta, she owns a bakery. She has to attend her cousin's wedding, and her cousin is getting married to her ex-boyfriend, which is crazy enough already. I wouldn't go to the wedding, but she wants to prove that she's fine, that it's not a big deal, so she decides to go, but she wants to take a date so people and her family stop asking her questions like, are you sure you want to go? Or saying things like, you'll be in a relationship one day, which is so irritating to her, and I don't know how these people are not reading the room. I was getting irritated for her reading the book. She starts fake dating Duncan. So Duncan opens a gym right next to her bakery, and they start talking because his workers are stealing her workers' parking spots. It's an unspoken rule that those are her parking spots. There's no assigned parking. He tells him, hey, we want these parking spots, and he says, well, nobody told me anything. He's like, hey, if you want these parking spots, you can have the parking spots if you are my fake date to a wedding. And Duncan agrees, and they fall in love. I love the fake dating trope. I really do. And I recommend this book. It's cute, quick, and fun. Her cousin can get it though, and her aunt can get it too. And the ex-boyfriend, of course. I'm trying to figure out in what order, because it's like, okay, yes, he was her ex-boyfriend, but that's her family. I wish my cousin would. I wish my cousin would. But she would never. Any of them. Anyways, Enemies by Tijan. Hey. I'm sorry. I really wanted to like this book because I had a feeling that I would. I had a really strong feeling. I was like, I'm gonna love this book. No. It's about a girl named Dusty. Let's start there. She transfers schools for college, and this just happens to be where her arch nemesis enemy, Stone Reeves, lives. He's an NFL player. She wants a fresh start because of something that happened back home. One thing you need to know about Dusty is that her mom died when she was younger, and her dad got with Gail, her stepmom, 3 months later, and they've been married ever since, and that's just been her life. And she has a stepbrother as well, Jared. She's not close with her stepbrother at all though. So she moves here, she moves into this house full of girls, expecting to be welcomed with open arms into a very quiet environment, because that's what the advertisement said, but that's not at all what happened. It was 100% a party football house. The ex-roommate lied and stole her first month's rent from Dusty. She just fled. She's like, this is already not off to a great start. Dusty is very depressed. She just seems to be very sad, which is fine, but I'm like, oh, okay, so this will be like a happy story, happy ending. No, it is just a lot of sadness that goes on. The ending is technically a happy ending because I'm pretty sure romances have to be a happy ending for it to be classified as romance. It just seemed like the worst of the worst happened to her, and I just felt really bad for her and did not really have an enjoyable time reading this book. Like the beginning, I was like, oh my goodness, she seemed pretty relatable. Like I knew she'd been through some things, but it seemed relatable. She was funny, cracking jokes, very sarcastic, and then it just went really downhill when the male main character was introduced, and every time he was around, he seemed stressed out, angry, frustrated the majority of the time he was around, and he's very rude and arrogant, and I didn't like him. And I don't like how possessive he was. It was just a little much for me, not the type of male main character I am used to or the type that I like. So this wasn't for me. I wouldn't recommend it. I gave it 2 stars. 1.5, 2 stars. I'm sorry. And then lastly, I read If You Could See the Sun by Anne Liang. Oh my goodness, did I enjoy this book from start to finish. This is about Alice. She is a student at an international boarding school in Beijing, China. But despite being at this international boarding school that costs $360,000 a year, which it says 360,000 RMB, and I looked it up, that's about 50,000 US dollars a year, which is a lot of money for a school. Her parents work very hard to pay for that. Basically everything they make goes to this school because they really want Alice to be successful. They had moved to the US when she was 7 years old, but their store wasn't successful and it was robbed, and it just wasn't a good experience, so they went back to China. They said, this is not the American dream. We gave it our shot. It didn't work. And she's at this school and she really likes it. But one thing about Alice is she's obsessed with being perfect. She wants to be the top of her class, the top of everything, so that she can give back to her parents, just repay them for all that they've done for her, which her parents do not even want her to do. They're like, everything we do is for you. We don't want repayment. But Alice just feels bad because she sees how hard they work. That is her goal. She wants to stay at the school, but she finds out that she might have to leave school. So because of this, because of money, and she was like coming to terms with it because she didn't want her parents to struggle anymore, but she really wanted to stay at the school, you know, to get into a good college, get a good job so they don't have to struggle, and she's trying to figure out a way. And Alice is having an issue where she is turning invisible. So this is a magical realism book. It says Alice starts turning invisible and she decides to use that to her advantage. She teams up with her academic rival Henry Lee, and they create an app called Beijing Ghost. And basically there's a task, someone gives you a task, and Alice will perform the task. Nobody knows it's her. It's anonymous on her side. Nobody knows who she is, and everything is confidential. She makes a lot of money off this app. You know, as they say, everything comes with a price, and not all money is good money. Alice very much learns that lesson, but this was such a good book. And honestly, I had never really known much about international schools. I felt like this gave international schools, I've never been to one, so I don't know how accurate the depiction is, but it was really cool reading about that. Alice and Henry are such likable characters. I love her roommate Chanel, and it's a sister book to this. It's not a sequel, it's just a sister book. What is it called? It's not a spin-off, but a standalone in the same world. That book is about Chanel. I really hope there's a sequel to this though. I loved it, and I just loved how real it was about not growing up with a lot of money or the same amount of money as people around you, because everyone at this school, most everyone at the school, their parents are very rich, very successful, and Alice's parents didn't have that. They were paying for her to go there, but she was also there on a scholarship, and they were giving every penny to this school. Loved it so much. Anne Liang does it again. So good. Those are all the romance books that I read. YA, magical realism romance, new adult romance, and adult romance. So I hit a lot of genres of romance. So don't let what I say steer you away from reading a book. You may love it. Don't let me yuck your yum. These are just my opinions. Read whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching, and tune into the next vlog. Bye guys.